Well, hey, come on in. Welcome to a cabin named Joy. All right, well, finally recording a tour of the cabin. It's a WIP, so still lots to do, but might as well show her off. So, okay, so the cabin is 96 square feet, not including the loft. It is 8 by 12, and it was built over 5 days. And last summer in 2020, and this summer I've just been sprucing it up inside, finishing the inside, and we built an outhouse. So then we have a loft. It's 6 by 8 feet, and it is 7 feet high. So you can see there's just a ton of space in here to do whatever you want.
Okay, editing Shannon here. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the actual cabin build because I say it took 5 days, but that might be just a bit misleading. So the actual cabin from the walls to the roof going up, that took 5 days. This here was the platform that we built. We built that the weekend before, and the shingles were put on afterwards. So the whole thing didn't take 5 days, but the majority of it did. So I basically spent about a year coming up with a plan and a design for the cabin. I knew I wanted to build it without a permit, and in this county, it has to be smaller than 104 square feet to do that. So that's why this cabin is so tiny. But building permitless is just so much easier. It means I could be way closer to the water, and I don't have to pay any administration fees. After the build was done, I came back to town over September long weekend. I knew the cabin needed a deck. Originally, I had this massive wraparound deck design, but once you start buying materials, the scope of your design seems to get smaller. But the deck is such an important part of this cabin. You basically live outside when you only have 96 square feet.
Why don't I show you around the different spots of the cabin, because for a tiny little spot, it certainly has some designated areas. So over here is kind of the storage area. When you're here, you can hang your coats and your jackets and things up here. Kind of just like a catch-all. I will update these shelves one day, but not right now. So we have the solar panel and the portable battery. So that's what I use when I'm out here. If it's sunny, the battery is charging, and then at night we can plug it in and still watch movies, charge our phones, you know, the regular things. Yeah, so that's basically it. Just a bunch of really useful hooks. We put some hooks here and a couple hiding down here. So there was 3 people in the cabin this weekend, and it actually wasn't so bad. Then we have the dreaded wood stove area. We'll call it the furnace room, I suppose. We actually started a fire in here last night, so it's working really good. Everything is great. Probably never have to take it back down. This is actually a portable tent stove tent. Not supposed to be in cabins or houses of any sort, but that's fine. And then over here is probably the most crowded but most functional area of the cabin. So this is the kitchen, obviously. We have running water, technically. All of this needs to be stained, but yeah, so you can put your drying rack over here if you want, or you can rotate it back and use it as a cooking space. And then this was designed so that the cooler can just shove up underneath of there. You can just tuck it away at night. And yeah, we just have the water draining into a little wash basin down here, and then you just dump it out. And yeah, lots of stuff. And then this section over here is the sofa section. Well, actually, something I don't show off very often is there's a back door here that you can come in and out of, and when it's not windy, you open it up and you get like this amazing breeze flowing through here. So that's great. And then this sofa is actually a sofa bed. So it is just built of some plywood, and it actually can flip up and go against the wall and sit flat. Do like a dance routine or something, turn your little cabin into a dance studio. But yeah, it just flips down, and then there's a layer here, and it will just flip open. I'll just show you that really quick, how quickly it just, there you go. And now it's a bed, and I'll show you how I set that up. But yeah, now it's basically a double bed. And if you don't want it to be a double bed anymore, you just pick the two pieces up. I was supposed to build handles for these, but just pick the pieces up, put it in its spot. Bada bing, bada boom. And before you know it, got another sofa.
Nope.
So yeah, I like to sit here and just enjoy the view.
Editing Janet here. I wanted to show the bed coming down in real life because I was struggling in that tour shot. I love this bed. It is my preference when I'm sleeping in the cabin over the loft bed. I just think it's great. It's super comfortable. It can even sleep two people comfortably. So yeah, I love the design of it. So when you fold it up, the back cushion actually has a little slit in it. So it just tucks under the window mechanism. Perfect.
Ta-da! And up here is a hammock chair. You can see I always have one sitting out there. But yeah, you can take them down, and I have several different areas throughout the cabin. So if you're watching a movie or something, and the movie is set up here, and there's a bunch of people sitting over there, you just boom. Or it's winter time and you have to be inside, but you kind of want to be outside. You can pop it here and sit right here. Oh, there's some issues. But yeah, so when we're not using those, we just hang them up over here. Try to fold them up so it looks like wall art. And there you go. So why don't you come with me and I'll show you the outhouse. Okay, and the newest addition to the cabin is this tiny composting toilet outhouse. It is small. It's 4x4 on the inside, and this outdoor platform one day is meant to be an outdoor shower, but that's another project for another year. So yeah, come on in. Inside we've got just a really simple build here. We have a composting toilet. It's just a bucket in there. The lid is on. Urine separator, and that's pretty much it. It's the whole thing. But yeah, so this is my cute outhouse. So there you have it. There is the quick tour of the tiny cabin named Joy. I have been really enjoying this project, but tomorrow I catch a flight and head back to Toronto. So now it's my family's to enjoy until I'm back. Well, thanks for going on the tour with me. I really appreciate it. Stick around for the tour when everything is actually complete and nice.